with Dr. Al Greer are brought to you by Metro by T-Mobile, empowering you to rule your day.
Good evening and welcome to Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Right here on WOSD Radio DB Chicago, WDLB Indianapolis, and World Vibe Radio, as well as the bestmusicofyourlife.com, which is WRLN. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, officially checking in. And good evening, good morning, good night, whatever time you're listening to Bedtime Stories. We really appreciate you. Coming up in our last hour, we do a little thing we call foreplay. That's 4 songs by one of your favorite artists or groups, male or female. If you have one in mind, let me know. We are also on Facebook Live. We got on time tonight. How about that? I feel great. How about you? 773-675-2400 is my number. Let's kick it off with Confunction and By Your Side with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories. Love's in no hurry. This thing used to have a switch on it. I guess it doesn't. All right, who do we have online already? Nobody. Okay. Nope. Oh, it's LT. LT is the first one to actually comment. I'm sure there's someone else in there because I see two. But I'm sure the other person's not going to speak yet. But that's okay because keep watching, other person. Now we have three. All right. Quickly, don't forget to share the video on your page. All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Yep. Make sure you tell everybody that Al Greer is on the radio, internet radio, that is. And of course, later on regular terrestrial radio, which is WVON for the B-sides. So 2 shows in 1. What's going on, Leslie? How are you, Leslie? Once again, don't forget to share the page on your page. Just hit share where it says like, comment, and share. Just hit share. And that's it. That's all you have to do. Just hit share. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. I'm all right. No complaints. I'm just here for the music. Well, thank you. No complaints tonight. No arguing. No nothing. No disagreements. We're going to be good tonight, right? We'll see. We'll see how good we are tonight. Yes. Well, I didn't get any moving done today. But the whole day wasn't a total bust. I did get into the new apartment. It's just that people's gas, of course, they're so backed up. And the person that I called today for people's gas, I don't know what happened when I, made the order. But she said there was something that they put on my application which shouldn't have been there. But she never said what it was. So it may have had something to do with the neighborhood or that I was African American. So I think that's probably because, what it was. And she could not say anything because, that would have been a discrimination lawsuit. So, but I looked at the apartment again. I'm like, okay, I can work with this. The only problem I have with the apartment is, I need to fix the back porch up just a little bit, sweep it up, put some soundproofing on it, on the walls. And I could hear the squirrels up on the roof. So I'm like hitting it, it's on 110th and right off of Bishop, 110th and Bishop, over there by the hoagie place. So, I'm I'm grabbing the broom and I'm banging on the ceiling and they're running and stuff. I'm like, okay. So, yep, I got squirrels over my head. The entire back porch is enclosed, which is cool. And then there's a door that leads to outside where you go to the backyard and everything. So, in the backyard, there are 2 vehicles. One is a big old truck and one is an old Mercedes Benz. So they have to be moved because that's where I'm going to put my car. Eventually, I'm going to have it paved and enclosed. So I need to get a fence around it, That way I can, park my car in the back. And then in the summertime, it can be like a patio. I just put the car in the front and then, and the landlord doesn't seem to have a problem with that because he said he ain't going to do it. So I'm like, okay, well, can I? He said, okay, so that's it. So I'm going to work it out to, to fit me. So there is a apartment below the first one. I don't know what that is. It's like I don't know if it's a basement apartment or whatever it is. I'm going to try to see if I can use it for storage. So that way I don't have to drag the speakers from the second floor, outside. So I'll see what that's all about. So that's it. Blue magic must be a spell that you put on me. You put something in my food, girl. It's your Dr. Al Greer. Hold on. There we go. That's better. Had to fix the mic there. Good evening to LT, also to Janine Lee Jefferson, a.k.a. Queen Janine. Thank you so much for joining us for Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Hello to everybody else that is joining us right now on Facebook. I appreciate it. Like I said earlier, where it says like, comment, and share, just hit share. That way it looks like a whole bunch of people are looking at me all at once. Why would they want to look at me? I don't know. But, I know how it is. Sometimes they want to see their favorite radio personalities. But they'll settle for me, right? they'll settle for my funny face. Yeah, I can be funny at times. Anyway, here's Brainstorm. This must be heaven. This must be Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. This must be heaven. And before Chris Bass gets in, no, there's no hoagie tonight. Tonight, no hoagie. Subway, but no hoagie. So anyway, we're just waiting for Chris Bass to get in. I missed his broadcast today. He had a tribute to Harold Lee Rush and didn't ask me to be on. I understand. He had Bonnie DeShong and Lisa E. And which is cool. I don't have to be on all the shows every time somebody dies. That's left up to Gus Redmond. So every time somebody dies, they're like, hey, Al, you got Gus Redmond's phone number so we can call him so he can talk about people that, he knew back in the day. Yeah. Yeah, they think he's the only one. He's like the, the music. He calls himself the music guru. I'm like, okay. The music guru was Carl Davis. But if Gus Redmond says he's the music guru, then let him be the music guru. Because there's no one around to dispute it. Mr. Redmond, yo. What's going on, sir? Yep. I'm going to hire a moving company to move all my stuff. No, that ain't going to happen. Anyway. How was your day, Mr. Redmond? I'm sure you're still at work as we speak. Because that's what you do. You have one job. I have 5 jobs. Anyway. But you stay at yours all day. I go to mine. I go one job and then I go to another job and so on and so forth. So I tried to fix it up as best as I could. My my sister from another mister, Felicia Lucas Miles, said, "It looked like you in the basement." I'm like, "Well, I am. Yeah, still here till 10 p.m. Good Lord." Those are some long hours, sir. Those are definitely some long hours. What time do you start if you get off at 10? I mean, I can't complain about having 5 jobs. At least I get some sleep in between each one of them. Except well, I can't say that. On Thursday, I do. Railroad money start at 2 p.m. Oh, railroad money is always good. I had an uncle who worked for the railroad, Uncle Bo. His real name was William Bohannon, not to be confused with Hamilton Bohannon. But Uncle Bo told me, go down, go down to the railroad. They always hiring down at the railroad. You ain't got to do nothing. Just watch the trains go past. You get like $22, $23 an hour. I'm like, whoa, that's a lot of money there just to do nothing. Hello, Miss Hill. She doesn't know I'm on the air right now. That's why I sent it to her, so she wouldn't text me during the show. Sundelaya, Sundelaya. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Calling her bluff. New shows this weekend. Yay! Yay! I can't wait. Yay! Very good, sir. Very good. Yep, 2 to 10. That's not bad. Okay, 2, 3, 4, okay. Because I know when you get off at 10, you're like tired. And by the way, when you record your shows, try to back up off the mic just a little bit. It always sounds like it's in your throat. You know what I'm saying? So just do this. Put your hand up to the mic like this, and then that's how far away you talk in the mic. Because you'd be like, and then we were playing you in the store one day at Big Time Menswear in River Oaks, shameless plug. And that was it. Yeah, it was kind of loud. You were kind of rattling the speakers in the store. They were like falling out the ceiling, how the tile and stuff, it's like, so it's your boy, it's like the speakers, they were like almost dangling out of the ceiling, But we listened to the whole show. 10 to 2, is crazy unless you have one week and one weekend day and one weekend off. You really can't handle business. You really can't. That's a lot of hours. Yeah, you really can't do anything. Yeah. He got one weekend off, and that was to get married. He's like, back to work. Okay. And back to work. That's them old Kmart speakers. I know. What you say? Kmart. How dare you? If you're going to talk about the speakers, make sure you call them Radio Shack speakers. That's what they are. Them old Kmart speakers. Got that old receiver on it. One of them old Pioneer receivers from back in the day. You know the ones. No rating on the wattage, just loud. Supposedly off Thursday and Friday. Really? Okay. Yep, I saw one of those receivers today at the pawn shop. I'm like, dang, that was the first DJ speaker that I had, a DJ doohickey that I had, She said Goldblatt speakers. I see you're selling your Behringer board. Yes, I am. As a matter of fact, someone's supposed to pick it up tomorrow if Dinah Lynn doesn't pay for it tonight. Now, if she sends me the money that I want for it, then it's hers. Otherwise, I have another mixer for her, and that's the one that I'm using now. I will sell her that one. It is the Sister Teresa. Good evening, the Sister Teresa. So, yeah, I'm getting rid of duplicate stuff. I have two small mixers. I have three big mixers because this one here, and then I have the studio mixer that's sitting over here. All I need is a cord for it. So I'll go back to using that one if I have to sell this one, which I don't want to. I love this one so much. This is the Yamaha MG12/4. And I really like this one because it has both. It has not only the XLR inputs for the mics, it also has the RCA plugs and 1/4-inch plugs. So I can plug just about anything into it, which is kind of cool. But you said, then don't sell it. Well, I'm going to sell the other one. I'm going to sell the Behringer. But the Yamaha I'm going to keep. I do have another Behringer, which is like a 22 channel, which came out of the church, and they're not using it anymore. So I have that one. So, so I'm going to hold on. And then I have a small Behringer that I got, which has 1/4-inch in and XLR out and XLR for the microphone. So, yeah. All right, the Sister Teresa. But I'm going to keep the ones that I'm really going to use and not the ones that, I bought just because I'm like, ooh, I like that one. And then I used it maybe 2 or 3 times and I'm like, I don't like that one no more. But the little Behringer that I use that to DJ with because I can hook all the mics up to it and the controller and then the speakers, to the back of the mixer. So I don't need the big mixer because, but if push comes to shove, I'll just take this one out of the studio and then put the other one, the actual studio mixer in here. Anyway. There is a rainbow. I talked to him this morning. That's Gene Chandler and Rainbow 80. There are other versions of that song, but of course, that is probably one of the most popular ones. The first one came out in 62. The second one in 65, which was live at the Regal. And of course, this one in 1980. He's one of the first people, if not the only person, to hit 3 times with the same song, Rainbow, which was written by Curtis Mayfield. And like I said, I had conversation with him this morning. It's like I call and, I asked him a favor. And when I called him, he answered the phone. He said, "Good morning, Alonzo." And I just froze. I'm like, you know my government name? I guess it came up on his caller ID or whatever. I'm like, good morning, Eugene. He just laughed. And we had a great little conversation, me and the Duke of Earl, Gene Chandler. And he made a few comments, which I thought, I'm like, okay. He said, that's why I retired a couple of years ago. He said, I didn't want to be the old man on the stage trying to still be, young. I'm like, brother, have you been to a Frankie Beverly and Mays concert? I mean, seriously, you could get up there and still sing. He said he went to a concert, and I'm not going to say who the singer was. He said, but the singer was sitting on a couch, and he did most of the songs sitting on a couch. He said, I don't want to be like that. I ain't going out like that. I said, okay, all right. He ain't going. He said, I'm not going out like that. That's why I set myself up so I don't have to be like that. So I don't have to work unless I want to. I said, okay, Mr. Duke of Earl, sir. LT said, did you think he wouldn't answer the phone? Sometimes I leave a message for him and then he calls me back, or he just shows up like he did on the 18th at my birthday brunch. And then he showed up and said, am I supposed to be here? Yes, you are supposed to be here, sir, because I did invite you. So, the Duke of Earl, Gene Chandler. I love that man. I love him. He's like an uncle to me. Play cousin, whatever. Here's Tevin Campbell. No, I didn't think he was going to answer the phone. I really didn't. I had no idea. But when he answered the phone and said my whole government name, I was like, oh my goodness. I felt for a few minutes, I felt kind of special. And the man is sharp. He is he's very sharp. Latanya Lynn Garrett, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Thank you, sweetheart. Happy New Year to you too as well. Thank you. Once again, don't forget to share the live video on your page. Just hit share where it says like, comment, and share. Just hit share. Don't hit Sunny, hit share. Get it, Sunny and share? No, anyway, you don't get it. Okay. But yeah, I didn't know. You're at work at La Rabita, no doubt. Tell everybody at La Rabita I said hello as always. And as always, I say I'm going to get over there. I need to know what time you work if I'm going to go over there. So that, when I go over there, that you're there. And I don't just go in and say, hey, is Latanya working today? And like, well, this is her off day and she's not. Oh, okay. Well, never mind. So let me know, because I know you work overnights, but I don't know what time you start. But I would love to come and see everybody and, maybe read to the kids or something like that. That's what I do. Read them a bedtime story. Wouldn't that be cool? Bass! I was just talking about you. I missed your interview today with Bonnie and Lisa. Yeah. I was the pharmacy lady there for years. Oh, okay. I owe you a phone call. I understand, Chris. I understand. Let me say it again. I understand. When I got the call from Dennis Snipe about Harold, I didn't want to talk to nobody after that. I didn't want to talk to anyone. I just thought that, and like I said, I talked to him on Thursday. Thursday. When Dennis called me, it was Saturday. I looked down at my phone and it said Harold Lee Rush 2 days ago. And I was like, it was like the Twilight Zone. Did you know Cynthia Hinton? She was unit secretary. Oh, she's gone. Oh my God. Oh no. Yeah, I totally get it. I totally get it. I know why you didn't call me back. I know exactly why you didn't call me back. If he meant as much to you as he did to me, I know you couldn't talk about him. But I talked to him on Thursday. On Thursday. Hey, Lawana Trailer. I talked to him on Thursday, Chris. At 4:00 in the afternoon. Did I know it was going to be the last time that I talked to Harold? No. You know, and I'm not a very big religious person, but I am a very spiritual person. And I do believe in my heart of hearts, it was meant for me to talk to him one last time. One last time. And I did. I called him. I left a message. He called me back. I missed the call. I called him back. And that's when we talked. And that was it. We talked maybe 3, maybe 4 minutes before he had to go. But I know. Chris, I know. Because when Dennis called me Saturday, I was like, all I could say was, I just talked to him. I just talked to him. I just effing talked to him. And it's always like that. It's like, oh, I'm going to call him. Oh, I'm going to call that. Oh, and then you miss your chance. But I didn't. I didn't miss my chance to say goodbye to him. I didn't know at the time that I was saying goodbye to him. And that would be the last time that I ever heard his voice. But guess what? When he called and I missed the call, he left the voice message. Yep. He left the voice message and I got it. Oops, wrong voicemail. Sorry. So,
Hey, how you doing? My name is Richard Gary, and I got your number. Message saved. Saved message. Hello, Mr. Greer. This is Harold Lee Rush. It's approximately 4 p.m. on Thursday, returning your call. As I don't talk to you beforehand, Happy New Year. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. To read message saved. Saved message. Hi, Greer. This is Gina.
That was it. I got it. I have to hurry up and pull it off my phone before it gets deleted. That bass player is cutting up at the end, ain't he? Love Unlimited and Walking in the Rain with the One I Love, which features Barry White on telephone. I don't know who the bass player is on that song, but oh man, he is killing it. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Hello to Lawana Trailer, also to LaTanya Lynn Garrett, and of course, the one, the only, Chris Bass. Thank you so much, Chris Bass. I understand why you couldn't call me back the other night. Like I said, if Harold meant as much to you as he did to me, then I understand that you could not really talk about him. And I still can't believe it. I'm still in shock because I talked to Harold Lee Rush on Thursday, and I still have where he called me and left a message. And I guess that was supposed to happen too, because I called him and I left a message. He called me back and left a message because I missed the call. And then I called him again. Did I know that was going to be the last time I talked to him? Absolutely not. Rest in peace, Harold Lee Rush Jr., or as he calls himself, the original Harold Lee Rush, like there was another one, right? Well, yeah, his daddy. But rest in peace, Harold. Thank you so much for many years of just knowledge. He was a college professor. He was a radio personality, everything. And he did everything well. And he was just, I never saw Harold get angry with anyone. He was just the best. Just the best. Here's Herb Alpert with a little help from Lisa Keith and Janet Jackson from the album Keep Your Eye on Me. This is Making Love in the Rain on Bedtime Stories. Ba-da-bum. Bree. Hey, baby girl. How you doing? How you doing? Are the babies asleep yet? I see you trying to put them put them to sleep earlier. So I'm sure they're wide awake now. Wide awake. I was just talking about Naomi today. Who was I talking to her? I forgot who it was. Yep. Speaking of Janet, her documentary comes out 1/28/22. All right. Cool. Yep. Yep. My granddaughter thinks that there are no other people that call me Pawpaw. Nobody else better not call me Pawpaw because she'll snap on them. She will really snap on them. She said, "That's my Pawpaw." It's like, okay. That's my Pawpaw. She asked her mom the other day, "Is that your daddy?" She said, "Yeah." She said, "That's my Pawpaw." I was like, okay. Mm-mm. She's smiling, saying, "He talking to me." Hey, Naomi. Hey, princess. I love you. You are so beautiful to me. You are so beautiful to me. Can't you see? See, if I don't sing to her, she gets angry, you know. Or if I leave her, she gets mad. So, yeah. You gonna sing to me, Pawpaw? Yes, I'm going to sing to you, Naomi. Yes. Singing now. I always have a song, you know. The wheels on the bus go round and round. See, that's the one that you can sing for hours. Mm-mm. She's cheating, saying she loves you, and hey, I love you too, baby. I love you too. I love you too. Papa loves you. You know that. Know that. In the words of Mr. Redman. Know that. Yep. You and me, baby. You and me. Yeah. Sing hokey pokey. I know, right? I know. I keep an old song handy. You know, the wheels on the bus go round and round all through the town. The horn on the bus goes beep, beep, beep. I got to just keep going, you know. Ah, ah. The driver on the bus says, "Move on back, move on back, move on back." I just keep going for hours. She's like, "Okay, you can stop singing now," you know. Mm-mm. She's doing it. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. See, now it's gonna be stuck in my head the rest of the night, and yours too. Yeah. Mm-mm. The horn on the bus goes beep, 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 beep. The horn on the bus goes beep, 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 all through the town. She said, why he stopped singing? Oh, sorry. You are so beautiful to me. Can't you see? I don't know where she got that song from. Oh, probably because I sang it in church one time to her nana. So that's what it was. I think she remembers that. I sang it to her nana in church, and I still got kicked out. Mm-mm. You know, they always say when you have grandchildren, it's like they're giving you, it's like God is giving you a second time to be a better parent with your grandkids. So that Highway 95 in Virginia was fierce. Folks were stuck on hours, 36 hours. Good Lord. My grandbaby looks at Coco Melon, and that's a very popular song. And that show that drives me nuts. Coco Melon. She came down the aisle on it on. Oh, that's right. She sure did. She sure did. Yep. That's why she knows that song so well. Mm-mm. That and Dora the Explorer and the Wild Kratts. The Delphonics and Tell Me That This Is a Dream. It's your Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories. And wow, thank you so much for joining us. LT said, my grandson will be 5 at midnight. Happy birthday to him. Oh, he's a Capricorn like me. Oh, check that out. Hello to Chef Delicious, aka Pizza Puff, aka Blow Up Doll. Thank you for joining me on my live. And thank you for the picture that you sent me last night. It was very interesting. Too bad I can't share it with anyone, but something between me and her. Thank you for the picture. She's like, the caption read, I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not gonna bust out like that. She said, don't you post that picture. I'm like, I ain't gonna post this picture. Are you kidding me? It's between you and me, baby. Right on. Anyway, Chef Delicious. Yeah, that's what I said. Chef Delicious. Luana said her mom's birthday is today. Happy birthday to your mom. Happy birthday. And my mom's birthday will be in exactly 5 more days. So happy birthday to my mom in heaven, Maida Doris James Greer. Yep, she would have been 85, I believe. Yeah, 85. She lived a very long life. And she loved her great granddaughter, Naomi. This one's for you, sweetheart. Here's Babyface, and you are so beautiful. You are so beautiful to me. Can't you see? You're everything I hope for. You're everything I need. You are so beautiful to can't do it like him. Mom was a beauty queen and was the apple in Sammy Davis' eyes. Not Sammy Davis Jr., of course, but yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. You're so wonderful to me. Can't you see? Can't you see him? Really? Sammy Davis Jr. Right on. Not the Sammy Davis Jr. You're so beautiful. You're so. Oh, the Sammy Davis Jr. Okay. Right on. I'm going to check that out. The Sammy Davis Jr. The Sammy Davis Jr. That's all right. Cool. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to share the live video on your page. Just hit where it says like, comment, and share. Just share it. Okay? Once again, thank you so much. And yes, Chris Bass, Professor Bass, you owe me a phone call, sir. Don't call me crying and stuff. Big baby. For foreplay, Whitney, Tina Marie, Tracy Spencer, Shanice. We have options. Let's do Tina Marie then. Yeah, let's do Tina Marie. Beautiful. Same song, different artist. Joe Cocker, Babyface, and You Are So Beautiful. It's your Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Coming up in our last hour, in our last hour, we do a little thing we call foreplay. But before we do that, of course, we have to pay homage to our sponsors, because I have a sponsor. How cool is that? I only have one Tracy Spencer song, just one. Yes, it is. On WOSD Radio, DB Chicago, WDLB Indianapolis, WRLN, which is the best music of your life, and of course, World Vibe Radio. Thank you so much for carrying this show here, which is called Bedtime Stories. It's your Dr. Al Greer. Once again, hello to Chef Delicious. She said Nancy Wilson, too. I'm like, you're just stacking the deck tonight. She's making a playlist. He mad at you. Here's choice 4, When You're Young and in Love. Right here on Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. That girl has a full catalog. I'm sure she does. A full catalog of songs that never made it to the top 10. I'm sure she does. I'm sure she has she grew up in Waterloo, Iowa, Keystone across the street from my big brother. Oh, okay. Cool. But like I said, she never had any songs in the top 10 except for Tender Kisses. And that was a stepper song that we played, Your show doesn't always play just the top 10, so branch out. I will. When she starts making the top 10, I'll branch out into some of her music. Yep. Till then. But thank you, Elroy. I appreciate that. But yep. Tracy Spencer. I got 2 songs in my library. I am original. I'm not Howard McGee, and I'm definitely not Ramonski Love. So I am an original. Trust me. Not a carbon copy of anybody. But I only have 2 Tracy Spencer songs. That's it. You go put a gun to my head and make me play Tracy Spencer, please. Yep. 'Til then, Nah. What two do I have? I have Tender Kisses. Tender Kisses. And It's All About Me. That's the only two I have. The only two that ever charted. Yep. That's it. Tracy gave up on the evil industry and went into and started a family, etc. So did Stacy Lattisaw. I put them in the hide and seek was in the top 25, but not the top 10 or the top 20. Yeah, but nice try. I mean, you can't blame you for trying. I mean, but those are the only songs I got by Tracy Spencer. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's all. But those are the only two that I would ever play at a party or on the radio. Yep, yep. After tonight, that'll change. Oh, okay. Yeah, it'll change when you start doing bedtime stories. You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. That's when it will change. Yep, yep. Yeah. But until then, 40 years of experience, 6 radio stations, including internet and commercials around the world, voiceovers. Need I say more? Probably not. No. But that's it. Ken Wadlington said she went to college and got her degree and all of that. Well, that's good. Yeah. I'm happy for her. I really am. But I have 2 songs by Tracy Spencer that I will play, and that's it. But she was not one of my top favorite artists. None of her songs ever went platinum or gold or whatever. She got a job back at the Chicken Shack, and she was fine. Her and Stacy Lattisaw went to church together, and that was it. So, well, not together, but they went back to church and started singing in church again. So that's it. That Clive Davis tried to get his claws on Tracy. Glad she got loose. You're absolutely right. Yeah. And that's it. That's sad to say about Clive, but he had a chance to make her a star, but he was concentrating on Whitney. So poor Tracy didn't have a chance. Yep, he put all of his chips on Whitney, and it paid off. It did. It paid off. But in the end, Tracy would have probably had longevity. She was young, so she probably would have had more longevity than Whitney. So, yeah. Yeah. So is that a requirement? Yeah, it always helps, to be in the top 10. I don't want to, be like some people and playing songs that I think are hits that are not. There's some DJs out there that play not B-sides, but they play C-sides that they thought, well, this should have been a hit. Well, it wasn't. So if VON didn't play it back in the day, then, they played it for a couple of weeks and it never made it past number 40, then, that's it. So. But I try to play familiar songs by familiar artists. That's the whole premise of the show. So as we did with Old School Sunday, I try to play songs that everybody remembered and everybody partied to back in the day, and not songs that I thought should have been hits. You know, in my own mind, oh, this should have been a jam, but it wasn't. So keep it to myself. Hmm. Blue Magic with a little help from Margie Joseph, What's Come Over Me, a song that they released on their album. And then they added Margie Joseph and made it a duet. And I'm glad they did because Margie was not having any hits. The only hit Margie really had was Words. And I'm going to play that later on in the show. To Dr. Al Greer, this is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed, but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. We were talking about a young lady by the name of Tracy Spencer. Now, Tracy had a couple of minor hits, possibly local hits in her own hometown of Iowa, but it was just sad that her career never really took off. I think she went by the way of um, Stacy Lattisaw and went back to church and started singing because the business was doing her so wrong. But this is one of my favorite songs by her. Used to play it at the clubs all the time. It's a Steppers cut called Tender Kisses from Tracy Spencer on Bedtime Stories. Tommy, let me guess. King George is your DJ. Woo. Virtual toast on Zoom. The toast celebration is postponed to the summer, which will be my mid-year birthday celebration. All right. Yeah. But I ain't mad at you, Tommy. I mean, if if I could get away with giving a DJ $50, I mean, I would do it too. If I, you know, I'd do it too. I ain't mad at you. If I mean, yeah, these other DJs, they charge crazy prices, don't they, Tommy? But yeah, if you can get a DJ for $50, boy, you laying on full. You get the club and everything else. Uh, Spend money on flyers and all of that stuff. So yeah, Tommy said, "What?" I said, yeah, $50. Yeah, I mean, he's King George. I mean, how much could he be making? I mean, he's not Sam Chapman, but you know, but who am I? I'm just a washed up old DJ, from way back in the day. So I'm sure he's making more than 50. You know, I mean, once again, who am I to judge? I'm not the the DJ judge. I'm not Judge Steve Harvey. Have you seen that show yet? Yeah. But anyway, But cool. He gets a lot of exposure. I know he does. I know. They get these promoters get stuck on these DJs, Mellow Chris and all the rest of them. And then, you know, but it's cool because, and then they get angry with me when I say I'm not a street jock and I'm not a DJ. Then they get angry at me. I'm like, but you do street stuff. I do radio stuff. It's like, okay, want to switch? Put Mellow Chris on the air. I'd love to. I'd love to hear how he sounds on on a studio mic. I'd love that. So Tommy said he gets a lot of exposure with me. Okay. Cool. Yesterday was Harvey's first show. I didn't watch it. Okay. But, like I said, if you like the way he spins, that's cool. Hey, who am I to complain? But, which is probably why he was at Lil's for so long. But, yeah, I don't do clubs unless they're paying money. Now, if I go to Gino's, you best believe it's going to be more than $50 for Al Greer to sit there, Plus, they got their own equipment. They got like the best sound system in the city that I've heard. So, and I only have to spend for a few hours. I don't have to spend from, all night. I start at 8 and I'm done like 10 or 12. So it's like, good money if you can make it, I tell you. But yeah, and I don't have to bring anything. They've got, this earthquake sound system. So Hollywood can only have 2 or 3 popular black men at a time. Right now it's Harvey and Strahan. Yeah. That's it. Yep. Every 5 or 10 years, there's a new Negro on TV, and they just milk them. Strahan is on, 2 or 3 shows. He was on with Kelly Ripa and everything else. So. Yeah. He was on with Kelly Ripa. He was doing the sports show. He's on a game show. I mean, just on and on. I'm like, okay. Steve Harvey was on Little Big Shots, and he's Family Feud, and he's doing radio. It's like, okay, it's time for a new Negro on TV now. But yep, it's time for, and I hate to use the N word, but yeah, it's time for a new Negro on TV. I'm just saying. Because after a while they wear them out. Every time you look up, now they're using Anthony Anderson because ABC still has a contract with him because, they took off Blackish because Kenya Burris got tired of writing for the show. So, yeah. But I get it. But, one soul brother at a time. Yeah, one soul brother at a time, and that's it. But yeah, they'll use the hell out of them. If we want you to host this show, and we want you to host the, my thing is when a soul brother hosts Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve, that's when we have arrived. When somebody knocks Ryan Seacrest off of his pedestal, then I'll be like, okay, it's about time. Ryan he's on with Kelly Ripa, the reboot of American Idol. He's the new Casey Kasem. He's the new Dick Clark. It's like, okay, can a soul brother be Dick Clark? I'm just saying. No black dick. Okay. Notice how I put that in there. Yeah, like, come on. Can we get a black Dick Clark? I'm just saying. Ryan Seacrest he ain't the greatest jock I've ever heard. I mean, what about Rick Dees? They didn't just put Rick Dees to pasture. I'm like, Rick Dees is the bomb. I'm just saying. All right, LT, those are my two Tracy Spencer songs. It's All About Me and Tender Kisses right here on Bedtime Stories with the Peanut Butter Brother, Dr. Al Greer. And we were talking about how Hollywood, we just have like maybe one or two black folks at a time. Strahan and Harvey, Steve Harvey, and what's his name? Strahan, that was on with Michael Strahan, who was on with Kelly Ripa. He was on there for a while, and then he went to Good Morning America. He was hosting both shows, which both are, I think, out of New York. So he was going to both shows. And also doing I think, a game show. I think he was doing the $10,000 Pyramid. And the other one, of course, is Steve Harvey. He's on Little Big Shots, or was on Little Big Shots. And he was on, what was the other show? He was, Family Feud, still doing Family Feud. So, once they wear us out, those two, then it's time for another new Negro to come step forward. Now, my thing is, we have arrived when we get a black brother hosting Dick Clark's Rockin' Eve. Now, that will be the bomb right there. Yeah. A black guy, the new Dick Clark, a brother, a soul brother, like myself. As a matter of fact, I'm available. If anything ever happens to Ryan, I'll be the new black Dick Clark. Wouldn't that be something? Since Casey is gone, I mean, Casey Kasem. He was close enough to being a brother, Straight through the night. I had the vision of love. That's right. And like I said, Anthony Anderson, and for a while, Cedric was hosting. What was it? Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Then they put Terry Crews on there, and then Terry Crews was hosting America's Got Talent, and then he was replaced by, oh boy, Pretty Boy. Mm-mm. Yep, only two soul brothers at a time. That's it. So all the rest of them got to wait their turn. What happened to Terry Crews? I guess he opened his mouth and put his foot in it. So that was it. Yep. Something Terry said on TV, and then, they got pissed off at him for a while. But Nick Cannon, yeah, that's the name I was thinking of. Nick is like, he's moving up on the food chain. Of course, he was hosting Wild and Out, a show that he created on MTV. And yeah, yeah. So got to give it to Nick Cannon because they were talking about Nick replacing Wendy on Wendy's show, but Nick's already got a show, which ain't doing nothing. Maybe it's in the wrong time slot. That's possibly it. But they're talking about taking Wendy off and putting Nick in her place, rather. Yeah. Tyra was hosting for a while as well. And Sherry Shepherd, whom I'm in love with. I'm in love with Sherry Shepherd, her little short self with them big old eyes. Yep, those big old eyes, I tell you. You know damn well I ain't talking about Sherry Shepherd's eyes. I wanna give you. You know I ain't talking about Sherry Shepherd's eyes. Come on now. Sherry got some hooters on her. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not trying to sugarcoat anything. She's about 5'2" and she got like double D's on her chest. I'm like, good grief. How do you sleep at night? On your side? You can't sleep on your back. You'll smother yourself. They'll roll back and choke you. I'm just saying. Good Lord. Sherry Shepherd, call me. You could be the next Mrs. Greer, number 3. Nah, maybe not. Whatever. Size H. Whoo, Lawana. Dag. Now you got my back hurting. H. She is just so pretty until you get down to her feet. She got hammer claws. Don't touch them. Don't. But she's from Chicago, so I got to give it to her. You know, she's a Chicago girl, but she's short with you know. She reminds me of that porn star Maserati or something like that. Yeah, she's just really busty. Her and Kim Whitley. You know, but I used to have a crush on Kim Whitley, and then I saw Sherry Shepherd, and then I've been watching. Hoping men will also keep up their feet. I know that's right. Yeah, I got to go get mine done next week, and my nails too. It's like I got to go early Saturday because I got a gig. So I ain't trying to scare nobody away. I'm doing a birthday party for Mr. Richard Steele. I wanna pay you back. Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun. I wanna pay you back. The Shallites and I Want to Pay You Back for Loving Me, right here on Bedtime Stories. The show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Thank you so much. Lawana Trailer, as always, thank you for being a part of the show. LT. And where's Lady G tonight? I don't see her on Facebook. Oh, maybe she's still taking a nap. Hope to see her later on. Lawana, thank you so much. We were talking about Sherry Shepherd hosting being the new Wendy, because obviously Wendy is not coming back. She's had health issues and everything else, and they're talking about replacing her. It's still called Wendy. And, they've had different, guest hosts, Remy Ma and Fat Joe, and, just, other people, Michael Rappaport, and so on and so forth. And Nick Cannon was one of them. So, Nick has his own show, plus he hosts America's Got Talent. So who knows? I'm hoping that Wendy will come back. I really do. If not, you know me, I love Sherry Shepherd. So we can just call it Sherry. Yeah. Nice drink of sherry. Sherry's also on Dish Nation. Thank you, Lawana. Hello to James Camouflage. That's a good name, if that's your real name. James Camouflage. Here's the first of two in a row from Blue Magic. Mm-mm. 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 James Camouflage. I only stop. Ken Wadlington. Everybody's good. I know I'm good. I'm waiting. I'm like, where's Lady G? Oh well. She got the night off. Well, Queen Janine, I know she's still in there somewhere in the chat room. Maybe not. Okay. Only two people tonight? What's going on here? Please let your water faucet drip so your pipes don't freeze. Okay, cool. That's some good advice, Lawana. Thank you so much. Mm-mm. That's right. Let your faucet drip. Practice social distancing. Stay 6 feet away, or you'll be 6 feet under. That's right. 6 feet away or 6 feet under. Your choice. Yep. Practice those social distancing chores. Yep. Ken, how are you tonight, sir? When was the last time you talked to A.J. Parker? I know it's been a while. A.J. Parker. Sit back, guaranteed to make you cry. Can't afford to pass. Guaranteed to make you cry. Yep, Lady G is taking the night off. She's usually the first one on our live. Her Sheila Forrest is missing tonight. What's really going on? All right, let's talk donations, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk donations. Al P. Greer. $ Al P. Greer. What she said, she'll be here. Guaranteed to make you cry. Blue Magic for Chef Delicious. And let the sideshow begin. It's your Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. About 25 minutes away from foreplay right here on the station. And we were talking about earlier African Americans who host we need some to see Steve Harvey on TV programs, hosting game shows. But now Jill Scott was in Black Lightning. So, love me some Jill Scott, I tell you. Yes, I do. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Like I said, we're just minutes away from foreplay. Right now, here's Norman Connors and Michael Henderson. You are my starship. My life. And don't be late. Once again, donations. $ LP Greer on the Cash App. And on Zelle, it's my phone number, 773-519-1223. Thank you very much. Mm-mm. She said, dang, don't cry. She'll be here. Mm. Is it time to eat my Subway sandwich yet? I guess not. It's almost that time, though. Yeah. See, Lady G usually brings a whole bunch of people with her, so. But that's okay. I know one thing. Saturday morning, I'm going to be on 63rd and Union. I'm going to be the first one in there, because they all get out the same car. I'm going to get out with them. I'm going to be sitting outside when they pull up. 63rd Street Nails on 63rd and Union. I'm going to be the first customer in there so I can get my nails done. They look horrible. People say, why don't you just cut your nails? Cut my nails? Are you kidding me? Oh, no. That'll never do. Mm-mm. I used to watch my father file down his bad toenail. It was like he would take a file and just like, ooh, why don't you just go to the, he said, I don't want them. I'm not going to say what he's called them. Marco Rubio and Rand Paul. Help us all retire Marco Rubio and Rand Paul. I don't know how I can do that, but okay. You say so. That is probably one of the prettiest songs that she's ever done. Nancy Sue Wilson. And You're as Right as Rain, written by Tom Bell and Linda Creed, originally done by the Stylistics for the Blow Up Doll. It's your Dr. Al Greer, just ahead of foreplay in about 15 minutes. Yeah. Shout out to Robert Money and the Love Movement. He's doing great things. You know, he's a reformed. Yeah, he's reformed. We'll just leave it at that. Shout out to Robert Money. Thank you so much for all that you do. Thank you for the soul food this afternoon. It was great. It was fantastic. Like I said, we're just ahead of foreplay right now. Here's Champagne, and how about us on Bedtime Stories? Hmm. Hmm. Ba-dum, ba-da-dum. Some people and me. What about the jerk in Kentucky? What jerk would that be in Kentucky? I don't know. Luana says, copy and paste on your page. We all have friends who have friends over the U.S. We know better. We vote better. Let everyone know. Ask them to let their folks know. Okay. All right. It's done. I love you too, son. Where are you at in this world tonight? In America, as Claire Hubbard always says, where are you in America? Hopefully, you're somewhere warm because it's cold as as the Dickens outside, and that's not what I want to say. It is cold out there. I was out there earlier. I'm like, oh no, I'm not going back out till tomorrow. So I'm gonna get all my snacks and all my, in the house. About to step out for a second. Hey, you better put a hat on, a scarf, long johns, snow boots, everything. It's cold. It is cold. Connell, aka To the Turtle. He looks like a straight up turtle. Like, shut up. Nobody wants to hear you talk, sir. Mm-mm. You raised me right. Gonna have all of that on. I know that's right. A hat, a scarf, gloves, everything. It's cold out there. There. Oh man. Yep. But if you got to go out, like I said, yeah, stay safe. Stay warm. Yep. Make sure you are covered and wear a mask. Okay, now I have to go to the bathroom. I've been trying to hold it. I've been trying. I'm back. He's back. Ooh, it's almost time for my sandwich. We say we were going to do for foreplay tonight? I forgot. I forgot that quickly. Oh, Tina Marie. There we go. Mm, understand. I love you. Seem to understand. I love you. Now. Emmanuel Johnson, also known as EJ, from the group It's True I Love got married off of. That is such a beautiful song. And I got a chance, or we got a chance, out in, I think we were in Tinley Park, if I'm not, we got EJ, just like my grandson, EJ. Yeah, just ahead of foreplay. But before we do that, it's Wings and Nachos. T-Mobile. Yeah, that's right. T-Mobile, which I've had that service for I don't know how long. And I'm glad they, of course, endorse us or, of course, sponsor us. Also, Metro by T-Mobile as well. It's Al Greer, and this is Bedtime Stories on WOSD Radio DB Chicago, WDLB Indianapolis, WRLN Chicago, and of course, World Vibe Radio. Thank you so much for joining us. And it is time for Foreplay, 4 songs by one of your favorite artists or groups. This young lady hails from sunny Venice, California. Hillbillies. Can you believe it? When she was only like 5 or 6 years old, she was on the Beverly Hillbillies. She became, I should say, um, a protege of the late great Rick James. By now, you know who I'm talking about. Tonight, in the spotlight, we feature the music of Lady T, Tina Marie, the Queen of Ivory Soul. This is Deja Vu from her first album, Wild and Peaceful. Right here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. I'm young and I'm old. I'm rich and I'm poor. All right, it's sandwich time. What did I get from Subway? I got the chicken teriyaki. It doesn't want to come out the wrapper, I tell you. I tell you. I should have got the giardiniera peppers on it, but I got the banana peppers instead. Mmm. 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 That's good. Mmm. Nice and oily. Where is everybody tonight? Mm. Wow. My niece was on here. Darrell Long, Theo Huff, Celicia Thompson, Rico Hudson, Nathan Thompson, Michelle Sanders, Patricia McClendon, Ariana Shoo Shoo Carol Hyler, my niece. All right, my sandwich is falling apart. That means it's good. Mm. As long as it doesn't hit the floor. How's the sandwich? Is it wheat bread? Absolutely. The healthiest. The healthiest of all. Yep, the sandwich is delicious. It's a chicken teriyaki. Yep. With all its trimmings. Lettuce, tomatoes, green peppers, olives, low light mayonnaise. Yep. It's all good. Absolutely delicious. Because they were out of tuna. Because it was supposed to be a tuna sandwich, but you know. No tuna. Yeah, Subway always had chicken teriyaki. Yep. They should cut their tomatoes a little, slice them a little thinner though, like a whole half a tomato. Mm-hmm. Yummy. Ah. And they put a lot of meat on it too. I think he was just trying to get rid of it. Let's give it to the Negro. He'll eat it. Mmm. And they toast the bread. Mmm, yummy. Nothing like burnt Subway bread. Mm. Once again, don't forget to share the video on your page, Luana. Just hit share. Mm-hmm. Yep, the burnt bread makes it better. All gone. Gee, where is everybody tonight? Mm-mm. 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 Ooh, it's a whopping 15 degrees outside. Ooh, we're having a heat wave. Black prosecutor Mitch Land deliberately wrote Taylor's case wrong, so the cops who shot her in her sleep weren't charged at all. His name was Daniel Cameron and happens to be married to Mitch's niece. No wonder. No wonder. Well, here's a 10-day forecast. Saturday, it's going to be 36 degrees outside. I skipped over it. Thursday, we're looking at a high of 18. Friday, a high of 17. But Saturday, we're getting up to 36 degrees. That's wonderful. And then 29 on Sunday. And the next time we see anything, above the teens will be on Wednesday, where it'll be 37 degrees on Thursday. I'm sorry, on Wednesday and Thursday, 37 and 38 respectively. And Friday, 36 degrees. And no snow. That's a good thing. No snow. Woo-hoo. Mm-mm. He said Mitch was his idol. That's sad. Mitch was his idol. Mm-mm. That is sad. That's right. Get them both out. Ah. Mm, 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 mm. Huh. The Koch brothers. Wrapping up foreplay right here on Bedtime Stories with Tina Marie and Portuguese Love. That's the name of that song. To Dr. Al Greer, this is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Lawana wants to hear Strolling My Prince. It's kind of up tempo. What about some slow songs by Prince? Strolling, strolling, strolling. We could just, you're like, come on. I guess she's in the mood to dance tonight. I'm like, this is mood music. It's for romancing. Strolling is not a romantic song. I don't know. What do I know? I'm just a washed up old DJ, right? Strolling? Come on now. Come on. I mean, I could see Do Me Baby or Insatiable or, International Lover, something like that. Like I said, what do I know? Here's Blue Magic on Bedtime Stories. Stay by After Seven. And when did they make that? Wait for you. I think you're just making up these songs. Stay by After Seven. I don't remember them doing a song called Stay. Baby, I'm for real. Can he love you like this? Can't stop. Heat of the moment. I want you nights like this. Sarah, smile until you do me right. No Stay. It's in the Soul Food movie. Oh, no wonder I don't have it. I get it. Okay. I'll have to download it for next time. I don't have it in my repertoire. Yep. Zooming through the sky. Where is everybody tonight? Oh well, I'm sure some people fell asleep tonight. I don't, you know. Now, when I was doing the B-sides, they wasn't falling asleep. I mean, it's early. I see you, Lawana. Thank you. So you are everybody tonight, Lawana. You are everyone. You are every woman tonight. Oh, you too, Ken. Thank you. I thought I'd lost you guys, you know? The song is Don't Leave Me, Girl. Okay. Nope, don't have that one either. Nope. But I will look it up and I will get it for you. We can make a brand new start. We can make a brand new start. Now, there you go. I can play that one. We can make a brand new start. It didn't hurt that they had MFSB behind them. On the first 2 or 3, maybe 4 albums recorded at Sigma Sound Studios in Philadelphia. MFSB, of course, in the background. Blue Magic, tear it down, start over again. We can make a brand new start. It's your Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed, but never to sleep, with the greatest love songs of all time. Thank you to Lawana Trailer and to Ken Wadlington for hanging out with me, where everybody else seems like they fell asleep on Facebook. I don't know what happened. But anyway, Lawana, here's your song. She wanted to hear DeBarge, and I like it. We'll do 2 in a row from them on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. For quite a while, on every day and every night, my every thought is you. Things you do, I must confess it, girl. Ooh, I like it. Ooh, I am going to go to bed after this. I'm going to crash and burn, sleep and make noises, sleep and snore. And I like it. You're welcome, Luana. Glad I could play it for you. Ooh, 20 minutes left. All right. Woohoo! Oh, it's three people left. All right. Lawana, Ken, and somebody else who's not speaking. Let's see who it is. Who it is. Nope, doesn't say who it is. Oh well. Lawana's just stacking the playlist tonight. All right. Elroy. Elroy Smith, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I say about people requesting songs that they already have. Like, okay, I don't get it, but I guess it's not for me to understand. A request is a request, and I have to honor it, and I will. Thank you, Lawana. Thank you, Ken Wadlington. Thank you. And the other unknown person, whoever the other unknown person is, probably either Lamont Watts or Tracy Bell, whichever one. Yeah. What more can I say? Just love me in a special way. It's your Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Thank you to Ken Watlington and Lawana Trailer for keeping up with me this evening, where it seems like everybody else went to sleep on Facebook Live. But that's okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. And there's one other person, but they're not saying anything. I figured it's either, some spies from the other radio stations because they're always listening to me. So they'll know what to play on their shows on on their stations on the weekend. But I appreciate it. You know what they say? Um, what is that? Imitation is the finest form of flattery. Well, flatter me if I know where it came from. This is Terry Collins. It's called Oh So Lonely on Bedtime Stories. Copy that one. So lonely. I know, right? That's because they're probably not a friend of mine. That's what it is. They're just a hanger oner, you know, just a voyeur. Well, not a voyeur, but just nosy. That's all. Because now it's four. Okay, so it's Lawana, Ken, and two other people from other radio stations listening to me, trying to Shazam this song right now that they'll never find. Keep Shazamming it. If I hear this song on V103 or 95.1, the Omni channel, I'll know where they got it from. That's my sister right there, Felicia Lucas Miles. I love you, sis. How you like my background tonight? Hey, sis. Yep. Check out my background. Hey. Check out my background. And my background sing. Wait till I get to the new house. Oh man, that's gonna be like. That's why we gotta let folks know who's our good options. That's right. What song are you talking about? It's called Oh So Lonely by Terry Collins. And someone asked me the name of it. I'm like, okay, I've never heard that song, but it's a beautiful song. It's called Oh So Lonely by Terry Collins. And like I said, if I hear it on any other station besides WOSD, I'm going to be like, okay, they got it. I know where they got it from. If I hear that song on V103, I know they got it from me. Because I didn't even have it until a few days ago. But it's a beautiful song. It's called Oh So Lonely by Terry Collins. Now, I've never heard that song before. But when I heard it, I'm like, that is beautiful. I got to play that on my show. So and someone was asking me about the song. And I'm like, I've never heard of this song. So can you tell me the name of the song? And they send me a clip of it. I guess they put it up to the speaker or something, whatever. But Terry Collins is the gentleman's name. Oh So Lonely. So I'm sure nobody else is hearing it. Nobody else is playing it yet. Now, if I hear it on Ragman's show, I know he got it from me because he doesn't even have it. He hasn't played it. Sam Chapman, anybody on V103, oh, you can forget about them. They're not going to play that. That's too deep for them. If it's not in the top 10, they're not going to play it. If it didn't chart in the top 10, they will not play that song. No. They know nothing about it. So once again, the name of the song is called Oh So Lonely by Terry Collins. And it was recorded at Sigma Sound Studios in Philadelphia. But like I said, if V103 plays it, I'll know where they got it from. Because it's a good a walking song. So, yeah. Because I know they sit up and listen to my show all the time. I know they listen to me. Because I can listen on Sunday and tell they're playing some of my music. And that's okay. It's not my music. I didn't make it. But I know where it came from. So let them play it. Once again, copy off me. Go right ahead. Imitation is the finest form of flattery. Since they won't hire me, they'll just play my music and let Howard bumble his way through it. And that's cool. Yep, let them do it. Because if they ever put me on V103, it's on. It's on. It's on. Rolls Royce and Wishing on a Star right here on Bedtime Stories. Before that, Terry Collins and Oh So Lonely right here on Bedtime Stories. Now, if I hear Oh So Lonely on another radio station, there's nothing I can do. I can't sue them, but I'll know where they got it from because I know they listen to Bedtime Stories. I know they listen because, I got like maybe 4 or 5 people on Facebook looking at me right now, and only 3 of them are speaking. So I know that 4th person has got to be somebody who's just watching me. They're not a friend of mine on Facebook. I know they're just watching, trying to suck up some of my music. Well, that's okay. Imitation is the finest form of flattery. I bet you if I hear this Sunday, I know where it came from. Chicago's own Smoke City, produced by Uncle Emmett Gardner. May he rest in peace. This is Dreams on Bedtime Stories. Don't you every night, every day? song in love with you. Nope, we can't see them, but they're watching because now it's 6. Because now it's 6 of them. And only 3 of you all are talking: Felicia, Lawana, and Ken Wadlington. So they must have called their friends. Oh, Al's talking about us again. Al's talking about us. Which is funny because Big Corn on Sunday nights, he plays After Midnight by Ray Parker Jr. And he uses it as a talk bed, to talk over it. And I'm like, where'd you get that song from, Big Corn, Mr. Bethea? Well, I heard you play it on your show. I'm like, okay, all right. And I ain't mad at you. I am not mad at you at all. But if I hear Oh So Lonely by Terry Collins on Sunday, I know something. I know they're listening. If I hear it either on Rag's show or Howard's show, I know where it came from. I don't mind Rags playing it. I mean, Rags is one of my idols. So he can play whatever I got. I'd give it to him gladly. But Howard, nope. Plus, they wouldn't play it anyway because it's not a top 10 hit. They do research on all their music. So if it's not a top 10 hit, they won't play it. Yep. Because anytime Herb played something they didn't remember, they told him don't play it no more. Herb really liked, playing the Bee Gees and stuff like that, but they didn't want him playing the Bee Gees, Casey and the Sunshine Band, nothing white. Like, okay. Oh, well, your loss. Because some of the best songs came out of Criteria. I think that's the name of the studio, Criteria, in Florida. That's where Jive Talking was done. That's where the whole soundtrack of Saturday Night Fever was done by the Bee Gees. That's why it crossed over, because it was black enough for black radio and white because they were white, so it crossed over automatically. And of course, Jive Talking, the original name of it was called, can I say it? Shit Talking. So it was written by Maurice Gibb of the Bee Gees. They were driving down the street and they heard brothers talking, and that's how Jive Talking became a hit. I'm just saying, they loved our music, and it showed, because if you listen to the entire soundtrack of Saturday Night Fever, it's nothing but black music on it, including the Bee Gees. More Than a Woman, come on now. Night Fever, oh shoot. Night Fever is as black as they get. I mean, the drummer is just in the pocket on that. Night Fever, You Should Be Dancing, Staying Alive, it's black. It's black as they get. And they're as white as it gets. But they were like, okay, we're going to have to up our ante on this one. And they did. And that's how it became one of the best selling soundtracks of all time, Saturday Night Fever. Oh my goodness, where did all the time go? I tell you. Thank you so much for staying up with me. As always, I really appreciate it. Dreams from Smoke City, your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. I'm about to get out of here. I thank you so much for staying up with me. Lawana Trailer, my sister from another mister. Felicia Lucas Miles, Chris Bass, Queen Janine Lee Jefferson, Ken Watlington, Lawana Trailer. Thank you all. I do appreciate it. You just don't know how much I appreciate it because, I'd be sitting here doing this all by myself, just talking to myself like Jeff Dunham, the ventriloquist. But thank you so much. Lawana, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Felicia Lucas Miles, I appreciate you, sis. Ken Wadlington, thank you. And everyone who saved the live video on their page. I don't know what happened to Lady G tonight, but yeah, she took the night off, I guess. Kimberly Ann, you know how I feel about you. I don't even have to say it. You know how I feel about you after 5 years. The first 2 years, yeah. The last 3 years, still. Yeah, you know how I feel. So, what else can I say? I'll see you soon. Till next time, blue skies, green lights, and peace. Good night, Miss Delicious, and good night to Susie Q. I'm done. Thank you all. I appreciate you all. I love you all. I couldn't do it without you all. And thank you. You all make my night. Ken Wadlington, thank you so much. Lawana, thanks for staying up with me. LT, thank you. Queen Janine, who fell asleep. But that's okay. I'm about to go to Betty bye. But thank you so much. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you guys. I really do. Lynn Rowe, coming in at the last minute. Good night, sweetheart. Thank you. Why don't you call me sometime, Lynn? I guess, they scared. I forgot. I'm sorry. You're not going to call me. I understand. Happy moving. Thank you, Lawana. Thank you. Hopefully by next week, I should be totally moved over to the new apartment. I hate leaving here. I really do. I enjoy staying here because the lady here, she's a godsend. She really is, and she doesn't even know it. I get a landlord who's spiritual, and I thank you. I thank Keith Denmark for hooking me up with Virginia Estes. I'm sorry, Pastor Virginia Estes. I really do. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I hope that even after I move out of here, that they stay in touch with me, her and her daughter, Juanita. They don't know how I feel about them, but I really and truly, I started calling Juanita sister, and she answers to it. Sis, I really and truly love them. Why am I leaving? Because I don't like coming through their house at all times of the night. I have a schedule that's just, crazy. I get off work at 2:00 on Sunday and Thursday. And I just think it's time to be on my own, Lawana. I think it's time to be on my own. They've rescued me because where I was staying, it was no good. And, I need my own. Don't get me wrong. I love being here. I really do. And I would love to stay in touch with them if they allow me to. But I gotta be on my own. I gotta branch off. I gotta leave the nest, as it were. But this has been one of the best months of my life, being here at their house, because not only did I get a roof over my head, but I got some spiritual nourishment while I was here, because Virginia is a pastor, so she has, she's got the, you know, she has the inside track. You know, I'm a child of God, but she's next to the man, and she's told me some things that I was just not ready to hear. But I do hear now, and I do understand, and I am receiving it. And I'm not bragging, but I got a new car, I have a new apartment, and I got a new job. And once again, I'm not bragging, because all of that can be taken from me in the twinkling of an eye. I really appreciate where I am and everything that God has given me. Lynn, I didn't think I was going to get another car. I had been to different dealers, different places to get a loan for a car, and they told me, well, you got a repo on your, on your record. We can't do nothing with you. You got a repo. Now, I drove that car twice. I helped somebody get a car, and I not co-signed for it. I signed for it because I thought her and I were going to be together. So I didn't have a problem with doing that, signing for her to get a car so that she could go back and forth to work, so she could take her kids back and forth to school. And she kicked me out of the house anyway. After a car, after a washer and dryer, I guess she was through with me, right? And guys, I don't mind telling you guys my business. You all are always saying how bad men are. They're awful. We're self-centered and everything. I helped this lady. I helped her with her children. I helped her get a house, washer and dryer, and a brand new car, not a used car. That came later. That came first, the used car, and then she got a 2020. But guess what? She kicked me out anyway. She kicked me out. She thought I was trying to talk back to my wife, because someone told her that I was out with my wife. So when I came back home, she just assumed that I had gotten back with my wife. No, I didn't. I stayed away for a few days because, she'd had a tragedy in her life. Her baby's father got killed. So I gave her space. But when I came back, she had changed the locks. Instead of trying to find out where I was and if I was okay, she never called. She just assumed that I was out. And when she heard what she heard from someone who told her what I was doing or not doing, then that was it. So that's okay. That's okay. Because God is going to bless me. And He has. And I ask every night that He continues to bless me mentally, physically, and spiritually, and monetarily. So whether you guys send me some money through PayPal or not, or Cash App or whatever, I'm going to be blessed, because if you don't, you ask not because you want not. And I ask every night. I put on the bottom of the page, if y'all don't even notice, it says all donations are welcome via the Cash App. And I mean it. And see, I don't keep the money. The money, I know you all have bills too, and so do I. My backdrop is coming down. And I don't keep the money. I don't keep it. My kids hit me up on a regular, my daughter, my son, and I send them the money. I got enough money in my pocket to put gas in the car to get back and forth to work, and that's it. Yes, I work 5 jobs. 5. I'm on 3 radio stations. Well, yeah, 4 radio stations, and I'm working at a men's store on the weekends. That's just it. But like a pastor, I don't take a salary. I give it away. I get a certain amount of money and then I start giving it to people. That's what I do, because that's who I am. I was told to pay it forward. So anybody that needs help and I got it, I give it to them. I tried to borrow money to give to somebody else, and I said I would pay this person back for lending me the money to give to somebody else. That's me. That's just my heart. You can call it stupid or whatever, but I'm trying to help people. I'm trying to help people. That's going to be my legacy. Well, he tried to help me. And that's it. Nobody can say anything bad about me. Nobody. I try to help somebody. Ken said you're devoted to church every Sunday. I go to 2 church services where I play drums. 2 church services every Sunday. You can't say I'm hanging out in the street. I'm doing nothing. I'm doing God's work. I'm not getting paid for playing drums every Sunday. $25, that's no money. And that's just it. It is my service to God. He gave me this talent. I've never taken a drum lesson before in my life. I took piano lessons when I was 13. Piano lessons. Yet I'm playing drums in church every Sunday in 2 different churches, 2 different services. I've never had a drum set in my life. But yet and still, I can pick up those sticks and I can play my heart out. It all comes from here, it comes from here, and it comes from God. I've never taken a drum lesson before in my life. I've never had a whole drum set in my house until my brother came back from school and he borrowed one of his friend's drum sets, and I used to practice on it. I ain't no drummer. I'm a bass player. But, once again, I've never hurt anybody deliberately. Women say all the time, oh, you did this, you did that. I didn't do anything purposely to hurt anyone. If they fell in love with me and I wasn't in love with them, that's on them. That's on them. Anyway, I don't know why I'm telling you guys all of this, but I'm saying this because, I need to get some things off my chest. Women have been sending me messages. And you all know how I feel about my wife, that I've been trying to get back with her for the past 2 years, going on 3 years now. She don't want me to come back home. She wants us to date. Okay, we'll date. So we're married, but we're dating. Okay. So be it. So does that mean I can date other people? Maybe so. So that's it. You know, I didn't get married to be with other people. I didn't get married to date. I got married to be with my wife. And yes, Lawana, I'm comfortable with saying this. You know, that's right. Real friends understand. Y'all know how I feel about Kimberly. But if she doesn't want to be with me, so be it. I want to be with somebody who wants to be with me. Now, if she doesn't want me, that's cool. I can deal with it. I've dealt with it for the past 2 years, going on 3 years now. She kicked me out. I went to move out with someone else. But it was a whole year before I even dated anyone. When you all saw me with Swiss chocolate, it was a whole year before I even got with anybody else. I was to myself. I didn't want anybody else. Nobody. Kimberly was it. My first wife, that was just practice. Kimberly was it. She don't want me? That's cool. I've dealt with it for the past going on 3 years, like I said. She don't want to be with me. She wants to pop up on my life. Let her do it. And that's fine. And that's fine. Let her pop up and let her keep continuing to pop up. Because I have nothing bad to say about her. Everybody else is, why don't you get a divorce? Why don't she divorce me? She doesn't want to. It's easier to date me than it is to let me come back home. And I finally understood that after so many years. I finally understood it. Okay. And that's fine. If that's all I can get, then that's all I will take. Maybe one day she'll let me come back home. Maybe. But if she doesn't, there's no love lost. There's no love lost. My love will go on for her. But like I always say, you take your money out of one account, one bank account, and you put it in another account where it gains more interest. So if someone's more interested in me and they want to be with me totally, then I'll let them in. But until then, I'm not dating nobody. I'm not sleeping with anybody. I'm sleeping with me. I'm sleeping with myself. And that's it. People, and I say this to the women, you got to understand your worth. And as a man, I understand my worth. She might be the prize, but so am I. And God blesses marriage. He don't bless no mess. And you all know this. I'm not just saying this. He doesn't bless no mess. So if she wants to keep on like this, okay, we'll date. I'll play the game until I get tired. It's just like Christmas time when you open up a present and you play with it from December to maybe March, and you get tired. You play with another toy, and that's it. So eventually, I'm going to get tired of being played. And like my pastor says all the time, my pastor keeps it real. He said either she's going to shit or get off the pot. Those were his exact words. A pastor said that to me. I said, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Because if that's what she wants to do, then that's fine. I'm cool with that. But at the end of the day, don't come looking for me. When I blow up, don't come looking for me. Does she want to start over with you again to date you? We've been dating for the past 3 years since I've been away. We've been dating. And that's just it. She wants me to fawn all over her. She's fine and everything. Don't get me wrong. My wife is fine. She's gorgeous. She's beautiful to me. She is. But at the same time, I'm a handsome man and I know how to treat women. I know how to treat women. And at the end of the day, if she don't want to be with me and she wants to play games, so be it. Like I said, I'll play the game until I get tired. And I'll move on like I did before. But you always leave a piece of your heart behind. And that's it. She's got a big chunk of my heart, because her children are my children. That's a whole different thing. They're not my blood children, but you can't tell Brianna that I'm not her daddy. You can't tell Ahmad I'm not his pops. You just can't. And that's it. Does she want to start over with me? Date me? We've done that over and over again. It's just like, just like starting a dead battery. It gets started, and then that's it. But she knows how I feel about her, and she uses it against me. She uses it against me because she knows that I love her. She knows that. But she's not willing to admit that she loves me. And that's cool. And anytime she thinks that I'm dating somebody else, she pops back up. Woman's intuition. Oh, well, he's not calling me anymore in the morning. He's not texting me in the morning. He must be texting somebody else. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. But the bottom line is, what'd you say? Some people see you starting to peak and they're starting to reappear. I know, right? In your life. And that's just it. Yeah. New car, new job, new apartment. They think I'm balling. I'm not. I was always told to struggle like even though you got money, still appear like you're struggling. I got parties coming up. I got, places to DJ. Commercials coming up. And that's okay. She knows. But when I get up there on that stage, she's just as proud. Oh, that's my husband who doesn't live with her. And that's okay. Let her chest stick out. All the time we was on this live tonight, she's been sending me pictures of herself. I know what you look like. I know exactly what she looks like. And she's been doing it. Hey, Benita. And she's been doing it all night, sending me pictures of herself. I know what you look like. I didn't leave on my own. I didn't ask to leave. I didn't ask to be let out of the marriage. I didn't. Something or somebody told her to kick me out, and she did. And she did. And it's always, and I hate to say this, this term, but it's always those lonely bitches that don't have no man that tell you what you should do with your man. because they don't have one. Or they have a half a man that ain't acting right. Oh, girl, you should kick him out. Oh, girl, he ain't no good. Oh, girl, you know men ain't no good. They're all the same. They're not all the same, and all women aren't the same. They're just not. And I know I've had plenty of women. I don't mind saying it. I've had plenty of women, and they weren't all the same. Maybe 60% of them were the same. And 60% of them were hurt by men. So I had to go above and beyond to let them know that no, all Negroes aren't like this. And each one of them have always said, Benita said, I love you since I was 15 years old, now 37 now. Why are you not telling me that, Benita? Now you gonna tell me? Girl, call me. And see, that's just it. It's always been women have approached me, and I don't mind saying this recently. They've approached me about, sleeping with me. I'm like, no, I don't want that. If it were, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, oh yeah, I'd have jumped on them. Oh yeah, with both feet. But that's not what I'm looking for. I would rather lay up with you and hug you and kiss you and look at you while you're asleep than to hump and pump and sweat all over you. That's just not me. That's not me anymore. And that's just it. That's not me anymore. If a man does not change, then he is going nowhere. He is a fool if he doesn't change. I mean, you see people all over on on TV. I mean, Malcolm X went to prison, and he came out and he went in jail as Detroit Red and came out as Malcolm X. And that's just it. If you don't change, then you're going nowhere. You're stagnant. You're standing still. You're in the same spot that you were when you were 20, 30, or whatever. And they always say, what would you say to your 20-year-old self? What would you say to your 30-year-old self? And I would tell them, it's not always going to be this bad. Keep your faith in God, and it will work out. It's when you lose your faith, it doesn't work out. You don't get it. You don't get blessings. When you do people wrong, when you're arrogant and you run people over, like I did one night, if you don't change, you don't repent, look at Charles Manson. He died in jail. He never repented for what he did. He thought, okay, I did what I did, and that's it. He never had any remorse. No remorse. And that's just it. You have to have remorse about what you have done in your life. You have to ask God for forgiveness before St. Peter even lets you in. What did you do good when you were on earth? Who did you help while you were on earth? And people say all the time, man, you're a fool. I wouldn't get that itch nothing. And that's just it. I give people enough rope until they hang themselves. Like with my cousin. She asking me for money to this day, and I moved out almost a month ago. She's still asking me for money. Sweetheart, I'm done with you. I prayed on it. I said, God, get me out of this situation. I had a great situation. I lived in her basement, and the basement was fully furnished, decked out. I had my own bedroom. I had my own bathroom, everything. A storage room to put my equipment, a living room to watch my television. And she tried to juice me for $25 a day. And how many people know that just wasn't for what, for nothing? And on top of that, I was giving her $300 a month on rent. What was she doing with the money? That's just it. That's just it. And I didn't know. I was naive to the point where I didn't think that she was doing what I thought she was doing. My sister told me. She told me. I was like, no, I've never seen it. Until the day I saw the crack pipe, I was like, oh, maybe she is doing it. The rapid weight loss, the accelerated aging. But I kept on. I stayed there until she cussed me out one too many times. I was like, no, it's time to go. I wish her well. I hope that one day she gets saved. But I can't give her nothing. I can't give her nothing but a scripture. And that's it. Because that's free. And it don't cost me. Anyway, I've bent you all's ear long enough. Thank you for listening. But I'm going to bed so I can get up and go to work in the morning. I'll be there at 11 o'clock. But once again, thank you for listening to me. Lawana, Ken Watlington, bless you all. Benita, if you're still up, give me a call on Messenger. I'll talk to you until 1 o'clock. After that, I'm going to bed. But Lynn, thank you so much. I just had to get that off my chest. People all the time. I invite women to go out with me. Aren't you married? On paper, yeah. But ask me when was the last time I went out with my wife. It was still warm outside when we went out. We continued our date night, which was every Monday, and we would go to the 50-yard line and listen to Sam Chapman play, Uncle Sam. That was back in April. Have I been with her? No. It's only a marriage on paper. And men have needs. You all know this. If you don't know it, something wrong with you. Men have needs, as do women. It's a line in Aretha Franklin's Daydreaming. When he's lonesome and feeling love-starved, I'll be there to feed him. Well, right now, your peanut butter brother is love-starved. He really is. I haven't seen my wife. Last time I saw my wife was December 18th. She came to my birthday party. And that was it. Yeah, Uncle Sam lost a son recently, yeah. Keith. And Sam doesn't do, he don't do death too well. It was 5 years ago, he lost Sugar, which was his security guard. and Bodyguard. And he didn't take that too well. And he's still recovering from it. But he's a Capricorn. He won't talk about it. He's a January Capricorn. I'm a December. I'll talk about it and deal with it. He's a January Capricorn. He won't talk about it, but he'll deal with it. That's the difference. My wife is a January Capricorn. And they don't like to talk about anything. They just don't. They'd rather just deal with it or not and just keep going. But once again, I love you guys. Like I said, Lynn, thank you. Lynn Rowe, Ken Wallington, Lawana Trailer, thank you so much. Benita, call me, babe. Call me. I'll be up till 1 o'clock. All right, I'm about to shut this down. Thank you for letting me bend your ear. Don't forget, I'm looking for donations. Like I said, the money doesn't go to me. It goes to help other people, my kids, my friends, and of course, paying the bills. $ Al P. Greer or at Zelle, which is my phone number, 773-519-1223. If I get a certain amount of money, I'll start giving money to other people. Once my bills are paid, I'm good. Once I get gas in my car, I'm straight. But once again, thank you for listening to me these 35 minutes after my show ended. I appreciate you all. I love you, and God